A male on 911 calling that there's someone outside that threw a 9mm magazine at him and is now throwing rocks at him. He retrieved the firearm, and he's threatening to shoot the other male right now.
Okay, for the Nasdaq Courthouse, 219. Michael Ford Shelter, 19 as well.
Two guys that are mad at each other, and they're both armed with weapons capable of causing serious injury and death to each other. There's a good possibility that if we don't get there in time, it could turn tragic. It's rush hour right now, so there's high potential for a significant incident. Kind of just makes it a little bit more dangerous. People aren't paying attention, you know, and some people see us, some people don't. We're right around the corner now. Mac 1B45, 1043.
Trooper Knoll arrives on scene, but doesn't see any sign of the suspected attacker.
Is that him? Mac 145 will be out with the suspect.
But when he sees the potential suspect,
And he's running now. On your knees. On your knees now. On your knees now. Hands on your head right now. On your head.
Alexa, right on. This is what I call injustice. He's been robbing this whole neighborhood, and I had to do something about it. And hey, I guarantee you a lot of these
Don't stand up.
Oh, my bad, I misunderstood you.
Okay.
I understood, you hear me? Keep on with your unjust self.
What's in your pocket?
Seriously.
Yes, seriously, what is it?
If you want me to strip down back at the office, I can.
All right.
And you can see
Step up.
Wait, no. I'm up.
Mac, I'm 1B45 male detained.
No?
Yes.
You understand when you step in the seat?
No.
Good.
All right, step over.
Okay, come on. Let's even go. Can I get that other witness down here? It don't matter. I got my attorney on deck. We're good.
What's your attorney's name?
It don't matter.
Okay. Do you have an attorney?
I have a first name attorney, not a last name, sir.
Well, turn around on me. Step up. Step up.
I can't believe you just did that. Does it look like I'm sober? Because I am completely. But this is what it is now. Can you look at me in my eyes when I speak to you, sir? Eyeballs? Eyeballs, sir.
Nope. You want to talk to me about this?
I would love to talk.
You would love to talk to me. Okay. Why are we here today?
You know, there's a harasser going around. Comes back around hoping I can save him. Brother, I couldn't save his ass. Basically, the fact is, the kid comes around here and he robs. And then the guy comes around and he still continues. So he's been told once, National Geographic. He's been told twice. Now it's time for that guy to go.
Okay. Is that who you were throwing rocks at?
No, no throwing rocks from this guy.
You're not throwing rocks?
No, I wanted to burn their house down, but
Oh, you did?
I had a lot of self-control.
Self-control's a good
Jesus
thing.
has come back. I do believe.
Okay. So what are you on right now?
I'm not on nothing. I'm on pure adrenaline. This is me, so kind of scary. I should probably take medications, but
What do
I have
you-
a little bit of weed. I hope y'all don't take my weed.
I'm not interested in taking people's weed. So what's going on? You didn't damage their mailbox?
I may have been chucking rocks at their mailbox and beating up their mailbox, but no, that ain't my damage.
but the evidence reveals otherwise.
Because a rock went through his back windshield. It broke the window? Oh, yeah. Here, let's go take a look. He's going to have to answer for that as well.
And still the stuff that was in the yard. This is up in the driveway. This was nailed to something.
Wow.
Evidence in hand, Knoll checks back in with the suspect to see if he'll change his tune.
Is this your stuff? It's got your name on it? Your military. What's this? A 9mm magazine? Was this a threat to him, or was it?
MC just showing him that his life is threatened.
Okay.
It's definitely a warning. It just shows him there is a way to be able to have self-control.
Do you feel like maybe you didn't exercise some self-control today? Do you not want to talk?
Honestly, truthfully, yes.
Finally, the man owns up to the damage.
I wanted it to be his face.
He straight up told me that he headbutted it, and it's made out of some pretty sturdy wood, and it was splintered in half. Did you damage anything else on the property?
I just started chucking rocks, sir.
Okay.
I was just really trying to hit the damn house, the roof, but I couldn't throw that far.
Okay.
I don't think that it was right. I definitely do believe it's wrong. I don't ever want to have to unleash like that again.
It was kind of hard getting the story out of him as to why he did what he did. It seemed that he has a beef with a kid that lives next door.
Troopers charged the man with 2 counts of criminal mischief.
This is all a very worth it, very good sacrifice.
If found guilty, he could face up to 2 years in jail and $20,000 in potential fines.
He definitely needed to get off the streets tonight. He was a danger to others, and by proxy, a danger to himself.
320 miles north, in Fairbanks.
2025, 2016. Like a male is assaulting a female. He's outside trying to kick the door in right now.
Fairbanks 35, all units, be 10-19. So we got a reported fight in progress. Maybe 3 people involved. We got every trooper available heading this way right now. Not sure the nature of their fight. We know for sure we got one guy outside trying to kick his way into the cabin. Maybe weapons involved. Everybody in Alaska's got a weapon. Until we find out, we're going to do our best to get there to stop the fight. Whoa. Got to keep it straight in the road here. The road's a little slippery.
Possible suspect is outside package in a cabin. We'll also for a physical altercation.
Sounds like we got some history of the same guy causing disturbance at the exact same cabin. He's probably not at all uncertain that the troopers are coming. There's several cabins in a small little area. There's always a possibility he could take off and run into the woods or even out here onto the street.
This guy's far over here, okay?
Trooper Haley's got the suspected assailant in custody. The victim's his sister.
All right, go ahead and have a seat for me. Have a seat for me, okay?
The only witness to the attack is the woman's husband, but he's still shaken up.
All I know is that they came back from wherever it was that they went. He started pushing her, shoving her, picked her up and threw her from one end of the house to the other, got her down on the stove, was beating on her.
When you say beating on her, explain that.
Slugging her. Picked her up again and threw her to the bed. I went in there, I told him to get off, I dialed 911, finally got him out of the house, and he started beating on the door with the shovel. He said that I was a dead man.
What started it all? What was the reason for all this?
Something that he wanted her to get, she didn't do it.
Was it drugs? Was it money? What's the deal?
I'm not sure. And then he said something about the rent, and they've been drinking, so.
Inside, troopers check on the woman.
I see your lips are all black. What's that from?
He started wailing into my face. It was just terrified.
You were pretty tough. I'm telling you that right now, okay? You're doing a great
I
job.
was trying to protect myself.
He had thrown her around, punched her in the face. She had a pretty good sized egg on the back of her head from where she had hit the floor. Had some bruises on her arms from some defensive injuries, and a little bit of blood coming from her mouth where he had punched her in the lip.
What were you trying to do when you were trying to throw her on the floor?
Calm her down. She was just
Okay, so you threw her on.
very drunk.
And how much have you had to drink today?
18 drinks.
18? Blow. Okay.
Almost 3 times the legal limit to drive.
We all know that alcohol loosens your inhibitions, so tonight I think that was definitely what happened. They got into an argument. They'd argued before, but it's the first time where he'd ever punched her. Too much alcohol definitely made this bad situation worse.
They charge him with 2 counts of assault and 1 count of criminal mischief.
Thanks a lot, Justin. Thanks a lot, buddy.
He could now face up to 3 years of jail time.
I think it was a good ending to a bad situation. He's going to get to spend the night in jail, sober up. All right, well, we'll get out of here then and leave you guys alone. Thanks a lot, okay?
Troopers restore the peace, and the woman avoids serious injury. 530 miles southwest, in the remote village of Imanik,
State Troopers, Monica.
a string of local thefts is keeping Trooper Bill Connors busy.
We've had 3 burglaries since August, all involving cigarettes, energy drinks, and various other items.
Imanik is hundreds of miles from Alaska's highway system, so importing these items to the village is expensive, making them valuable commodities.
There was that green bag that was allegedly part of this burglary case that we're working here. The bag contains, we're talking, in the neighborhood of 120-some cartons of cigarettes. And out here in the village, it's they're well over $100 a carton. So it's felony level.
And a curious visitor at the local police department could lead Connors to his suspect.
The dispatcher said this guy came into the police department and was looking for the bag in question. And they do have cameras posted up at the police department. So this is the footage. All you got to do is hit play. We reviewed the video footage, and it actually has the suspect in question entering the police department. So this is the footage. We reviewed the video footage, and it actually has the suspect in question entering the police department, then going back into the prisoner holding cell area, searching for this bag in question. He was looking. This guy is currently on supervised probation for felony assault. We're just going to do normal probation checks on this individual. We'll see if we can bring him back here and see if we can discover anything else.
Trooper Connors teams up with Village Public Safety Officer Jay Levin and heads into the village.
We just hope he's there. If he's there, then I'll explain to him that I talked to his probation officer and that we have permission to search the residence for any alcohol or drug paraphernalia. Hey! In the house?
He went out jogging.
Oh, he did? When you see him, tell him he's got to come in because we've got to do the monthly stuff and fill out the paperwork. Thanks. He's out logging. I don't think he went out logging, so... Yeah, let's do. Well, something just wasn't adding up. We kind of made a determination that we probably should go back in and take a look at the house anyhow. So we don't have to bother you again. We're going to go ahead and look in the house just to check for alcohol. That way his probation officer will be happy.
Connors takes the house, while VPS 11 searches the yard.
Oh, there he is. What were you doing, sleeping in there? We found the individual in the storage connexes. We're going to do your monthly probation check. You want to come with us so we can fill out your paperwork?
Yeah.
All right. When's the last time you checked in?
Yesterday.
Yesterday with who?
There's only a jail guard yesterday.
You checked in with the jail guard?
No, I just went to go check for my bag.
They head back to the station for questioning.
Essentially, I just wanted for him to identify the bag that he might have been looking for the previous day at the police department. So you went by the police department? Have a seat.
Yeah.
All right, because I spoke to her over there. She said you actually started searching around in the police department. You can't do that, man. That's criminal trespass.
Public place, isn't it?
No, the office is only a public place. You can't go back in by the holding cell. We got you on video.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be facing a criminal trespass charge.
I'm on charge. So where's my bag at?
Is that yours? I had the bag of cigarettes sitting by the door. What are you looking for?
This is my last name.
Oh, is this what they brought over? Well, do you recognize this?
No, but
What would be in it?
my clothes.
I mean, if you don't recognize the bag, I don't want you opening it. That's not yours. You don't recognize it.
The man doesn't claim the bag in question, but Connors continues to press him on his involvement in the case.
We started talking about the implication of him being involved in the burglaries that took place. Your name came up as possibly being connected to a couple of burglaries at the Anika store. Yeah, no, I'm serious.
What the hell?
Yeah, you know, any kind of information that you can provide, if you have any kind of information, could help me out and it could help you out in the long run.
You got out on the 28th?
You did? So you just got back, huh? So, yeah, you don't know anything about that. You were gone at the time. Well, he gave me a side of the story, and it turned out that he was actually incarcerated at the time. Okay.
Connors clears the man of the burglaries, but he still winds up behind bars, accused of parole violation.
He was intoxicated. Anytime you're on supervised probation, you're not to possess or consume any kind of alcohol. You should have known better, right? Drinking, man. My God, you're on felony probation. I mean, you're playing with fire if you just got out, man. I just wanted for him to understand that he has nobody to blame but himself, and he understood that. It is what it is, man. But you know what? At least you're being honest, and that's a good thing.
480 miles southeast, in Homer.
Oh, man.
Trooper Dave Chaffin pulls up behind a swerving driver.
It was a zig and zag. Quite a hard turn they just made. 2033, 1036. Before I even signaled them to stop with my lights, they dynamite the brakes and turn into the gas station. Hi there.
Hey.
My name's Dave Chaffin. I'm with the troopers. Hey, I stopped you because you don't have a front plate on your rig and you also swerved over the fog line.
Oh, yeah, my steering's messed up and I perfect it.
Okay, can I grab your license, registration, and insurance, please? That's a credit card.
Sorry. What?
Thank you. Hey, do me a favor, buddy. You're making me in a comfortable region like that. Just put your hands on the dash, please.
Me?
Yes, put your hands on the dash, please. Put both your hands on the dash, please. You guys both seem crazy, crazy nervous. Hey, do me a favor, buddy. You're making me in a comfortable region like that. Just put your hands on the dash, please.
I was trying to put my wallet in my pocket.
Okay, just keep your hands on the dash for me, bud. Okay, what's your name, bud?
You don't want to smile.
What's that?
You want to smile?
No, just keep your hands where I can see them, bud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Any firearms in the car at all?
None.
Any drugs in the car, including marijuana?
In the car.
All right, I'm going to shut this door. You guys just keep your hands up where I can see them, okay? Just light up on the dash, please. Thanks. 23, 27, 29 times 2. The passenger in the car kept reaching for his waistband, and it looked like he was trying to conceal something. When you're ordered to put your hands on the dash, there's not a whole lot of reasons for a person to not comply with that command from a police officer. Let's step up for me. We're just going to walk right back here.
What?
We're going to walk right back here, okay? So, there's nothing in the car you guys aren't supposed to have.
There's nothing.
You guys both seem crazy, crazy nervous.
I have anxiety. Like,
Okay. What is you reaching around the car for?
he was on the phone.
Before that, when I walked up, you guys were freaking out. You were reaching around the car. I don't want
only
to.
reached for the car because I had my ID, my card fell in my pocket and it fell behind the thing and I grabbed this because I'm trying to get gas.
All right. Do me a favor. Have a seat back in the driver's seat of the car. I'm going to take. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, can you hop out for me, bud? Do you smoke tonight at all?
Huh?
Do you smoke tonight at all? Has she smoked tonight at all?
Not that I was with him.
You guys are both freaking out, man. It's obvious to me that something's up. Okay, there's a little more going on than what the picture leads me to believe. But I need you to be honest with me so that when this is said and done, man, I can tell the DA that you guys were honest and that it's not a huge
I
deal.
was saying out there a couple of days and I might have left my car now.
Okay, whereabouts?
I haven't seen it in like a week.
But then, Trooper Chaffin notices more movement in the car.
Did she stash anything while I was back there? She was reaching around, man. Did you give her anything to stash?
She didn't have it. She didn't have
Did you give her anything to stash?
No.
Did she reach back to stuff something in her purse?
No, sir.
All right, man. Do me a favor, hang out for a sec, okay? Or you go up to the front of the car this time.
Okay.
He thinks you might have left a pipe in your car. That's what he told me. So here's
No, there's no pipe in my car.
here's what I'd like to do, with your permission, of course. I just want to verify that there's not kilos of drugs in the car, okay? And then we'll get on our way.
There's no kilos in my car. I'm grabbing my purse and I'm like,
Okay, hold on. Okay, is there anything in your purse?
there's nothing
Okay,
in my purse.
because your purse is part of the car right now, okay?
Okay, but
So would you mind showing me that there's nothing in your purse too? What's that? I'm sorry, what is that, makeup? Can you show that to me?
No, I'm about to put all my makeup in here and getting it all out.
Hold on. Okay, you keep leaving that straw in there. Pull the straw out, please.
This?
Okay, hand that to me.
That's not mine.
It's not yours?
Yeah.
How did it get into your purse?
Probably because I haven't used that in a year.
Yeah, use
My
your purse
makeup
in
bag. No, I haven't used my makeup
Well, that didn't come out of there. This came out of your purse.
Are you sure? Because my makeup bag.
I watched you take it out of your purse. Is it okay that I check the car and make sure that there's nothing else in
There's
there?
nothing else in there. I just.
Is it okay if I check the car and make sure?
I mean,
I just need a yes or no.
No.
It's up to you. No, it's not? Okay.
But Chaffin isn't giving up just yet.
23.
He calls in for a warrant to search the vehicle.
They were super nervous. nervous on the same level as individuals that I've contacted that have been trafficking, large amounts of hard drugs like meth and heroin.
Nearly an hour later,
Don't worry.
the warrant comes in and Chaffin continues his investigation.
They were very, very concerned about something, and it seemed that they were concerned about something in the car.
Not far into his search,
Outrageous, man. Outrageous. So this is foil. Okay? Just generally in the foil. So take a straw and inhale through the straw as they burn the pill or the heroin on the foil. All we have right now is paraphernalia. We don't have any quantity of product. If this is all they're hiding, all they had to do was say so, and we wouldn't still be here. We'd be back on the road.
after a thorough search of the vehicle, he confirms the rest of the car is clean.
All the nervousness and stuff is over a little foil and some tutor straws.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Okay, that's all you had to say. I'm not going to jam you up. I told you that. I'm not going to jam you up over a pipe. I'm not going to jam you up over a little personal use. That's not what I'm here to do. We only located a pipe, some foil, and some tutor straws, so indicative that people in the car had been using hard drugs.
Tonight, this pair gets off with a warning.
I'm happy that you don't have to go to jail, but You know, it's a slippery slope. You got school books here. You said you're going to college, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the right track. I had an opportunity to speak to her about her choices. These are two younger individuals. You know, they're young enough to still be able to get on the right track. You got a lot going for you, okay? Don't screw it up. It's not worth it. I just need you to phone me up to the office real quick. I'll give you your copy of the paperwork, and you can go home and go to bed because you got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, a lot of times, you know, they'll take it with a grain of salt coming from a police officer, but a lot of the adult criminals that we're dealing with on a regular basis here right now are people that were dealt with by the troopers that came long before me or anyone else in this post at ages similar to the people that were in this car.
A lesson learned in Homer. While north in the Matsu Valley,
Hey, what's up?
a frigid February night has Trooper Andy Hazenkamp calling on a stranded man in need of assistance.
Well, I'll go by and do a welfare check on him. What's that, 20? There's a gentleman that's low on fuel, also low on money. He's kind of stuck in his truck for the night, and he just wants contact from troopers. He basically wants a safe place to park tonight to sleep until tomorrow, when a friend of his is going to bring him up some fuel. So we'll give him a hand.
But finding the man's stranded vehicle may not be so easy. The call takes Hazenkamp to a remote corner of the Matsu Valley.
Tonight, we're out in Talkeetna for shift coverage. I know the basic lay of the land, but it's not my usual area for patrol.
And it's not just any night for this rookie trooper.
When you're first hired by the Alaska State Troopers, that starts day one of the academy, and then it ends a year later to get done with probation. So tonight I'm just getting off probation, basically the start of a good career of the Alaska State Troopers.
But there's no time for celebration as the night's thermometer plunges.
It's definitely below freezing, and if he's already low fuel in his truck anyways, he's not going to be able to run his truck with a heater tonight. So he's pretty much just going to be stuck in the cab there.
A potentially fatal outcome.
Back on 153. What mile are you showing?
It's going to be right across from Petersville Road now. It's 115.
Simple. So he said he's around here somewhere. Back on 153. What mile are you showing?
It's going to be right across from Petersville Road now. It's 115.
A man stranded in his vehicle in single-digit temperatures has Trooper Hazenkamp on the hunt.
It's around here somewhere. Definitely below freezing. And if he's already low fuel in his truck anyways, he's not going to be able to run his truck with a heater tonight. So he's pretty much just going to be stuck in the cab there. Here he is right here. Back on movie 53, I'll be out with the complainant. How's it going? Is everything okay?
I'm just waiting on the gentleman from the food pantry. They are driving from Wasilla. I don't have the fuel to go there.
Okay, I just want to check on you.
I've got reoccurring frostbite. I'm going to lose the left big toe probably in another day or so. After tonight, I may not make it.
The man is stranded in an isolated area more than 14 miles away from any help. Trooper Hazenkamp must act fast.
How about this? Do you have enough gas so you can drive up to the trooper post in Talkeetna? It's just about a mile up the spur there.
I've got a mile. The low fuel line.
It's well lit. You can pull in there. The trooper post, it's all locked up and closed up for the night.
Okay.
But I think in terms of safety, it's right there at the trooper post. No one's going to bother you there.
Right.
I've got a couple blankets in my car, and I just bought a candy bar that you can have.
Okay.
Is that something that we could set up tonight, and then you could wait until the morning?
Okay, cool.
All right, let me go grab some notes. I'll grab those blankets,
Yes, sir.
and we'll get you going, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, hang tight. So he was saying that he has some frostbite that he was concerned about, so we'll fix that with a couple big blankets that I have in my trunk, get him his candy, and we should be good to go for the night. All right, 2 big blankets.
They're wool. Okay.
They'll be good.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I don't even want them back. You can just have them, okay?
Okay.
Here's your driver's license back.
Okay.
Candy.
Okay.
Necessity. And my last Cliff Bar.
You keep that.
No, you're going to need it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So you'll come out here on the road, you'll take a right, and then it'll be about a mile up on your left.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to be out and about in the area, so I'll swing by or something, just check on you.
Please.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you.
Yep. It's just what we do. I mean, not that we have an unlimited supply of blankets and candy bars, of course, but he's in a tight spot right now, being out here this far up on the parks. So can't hurt to hook him up tonight.
The man finds a safe place to sleep, and a young trooper celebrates a year of service with a selfless good deed. But back north in Fairbanks,
Fairbanks 2035 1036.
the outlook for veteran Trooper Mike Munson might not be so bright.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name's Trooper Munson with the State Troopers. The reason why I stopped you is you got a headlight out.
Yes.
And then as I stopped you, I realized you also got a left rear brake light out.
Do I really?
Yeah. Do you have your driver's license, proof of insurance?
Here is my license.
Great.
This is the registration.
Okay. Are you smoking any marijuana today?
No, sir.
No, not at all? You just kind of seem a little bit out of it right now. Something's not quite right. When's the last time you think?
I don't smoke.
Not at all? What's that green leafy stuff? Does that look like marijuana to you? Kind of looks like marijuana to me.
I really don't. My buddy was in here. Some might have fallen off his jacket, but...
Some marijuana fell off your buddy's jacket onto your lap?
I have no idea. He smokes. I don't smoke.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I just want to make sure that you're safe to drive. You're acting a little bit lethargic. So, if you mind stepping back here, just want to check you out, okay? Fairbanks 35 ballot tests. Okay. Put your right foot in front of your left foot. Hands there by your side, just like that, okay?
Is that correct?
That's okay. You're doing all right. If you step off, just continue going. Improper turn, stepped off line. Stop. Okay, you can stop right there. It's still as far as the last time you smoked marijuana?
I don't.
Okay. Do you find it at all odd that there was marijuana, what looked to be marijuana, on your lap?
No, sir.
You don't think that was odd? All right, well, do me a favor right there. I'm just going to take a look inside your car. I'm not searching it. I'm just looking through the window. What are those containers in your backpack? Do you mind showing me what's in there?
I don't think you have any reason to search my vehicle, sir.
Well, I do have reason to want to search your vehicle. I got probable cause to believe there's marijuana in there. And that kind of looks like a marijuana grinder to me. No? Do you mind showing me what's inside of it?
Yeah, I do.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to have you have a seat in my car real quick. You're not under arrest, okay? I just want to have you sit in the back of my car so I can make a phone call, okay? What are those containers in your backpack? You mind showing me what's in there?
I don't think you have any reason to search my vehicle, sir.
And that kind of looks like a marijuana grinder to me. No? Do you mind showing me what's inside of it?
Yeah, I do.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to have you have a seat in my car real quick. You're not under arrest, okay? I just want to have you sit in the back of my car so I can make a phone call, okay?
Trooper Mike Munson suspects there's more to this man's story. So he enlists the help of Fairbanks PD and their canine, Stryker.
We're going to go and do a search around it and see if we can detect any presence of any controlled substances. If he does, then we're going to apply for a search warrant, seize the vehicle, and search it for drugs.
Stryker gets a hit.
The dog did detect an odor. We're going to impound your vehicle, apply for a search warrant so I can search the inside of your truck, okay?
I didn't see the dog detect anything. It looked like it was just moseying around.
Okay. Well, I'm not a canine handler, and you're not a canine handler, but the dog detected an odor of something, okay? The canine indicated the presence of a controlled substance, and now we're going to have the vehicle towed back to the trooper post, apply for a search warrant, and search the vehicle and see if we find any drugs inside.
3 days later, the judge grants a search warrant, and inside the vehicle, Munson finds enough marijuana to charge the driver with a controlled substance misdemeanor. If convicted, the driver could face up to 3 months in jail and $2,000 in fines. Alaska boasts some of the world's most extreme sporting events, including the world-famous Iditarod and the week-long Arctic Man.
Good luck. I'll be keeping track of you guys. So.
All right. Today, Trooper Ernie Brent is at the starting line of another local event, one of the world's longest snow machine races, Iron Dog.
This is kind of top dog to do this race, so it's pretty fun to go out and watch and just kind of cheer them on.
The grueling course takes snow machiners across 2,000 miles of Arctic tundra and ice, starting in Big Lake, stretching to Nome, before finishing in Fairbanks. Participants traverse some of Alaska's most remote and rugged terrain, confronting sub-zero winter conditions. It's a race so difficult, all teams include 2 people and 2 snow machines for safety.
Basically, this race is a game of survival. You got to know how fast and how hard you can push your sled and still get there without having any mechanical failures or breakouts. It's Alaska, the way storms pick up. You get stranded out there, you're in the middle of nowhere.
38 teams are vying for the $50,000 first prize waiting at the finish line.
A whole lot of paying attention and trying to get to Fairbanks as clean as you can. It's a lot of fast speeds. You can see upwards of 100 miles an hour if the trail conditions are right. It's really icy out there. So it's just survival and don't break your machines. Make it all the way.
Up the trail, Trooper Brent checks the field one last time before they go into the wilderness.
Some spots where it's going to get below, 20, 30 below. Then you factor on the wind chill of them going 100 miles an hour. You're looking at triple digits in the negatives. And they're pushing these machines to their max for, great distances. You got to know how to work on your sled. You got to know how to rig things up in case you don't have parts. And that's why it's the toughest snowmobile race in the world.
The race gets off to a good start, with all but one team making it 89 miles to the next checkpoint. But in Alaska, some wilderness adventurers aren't so lucky. Each year, close to 2 million tourists from around the world flock to experience the vast wilderness and breathtaking beauty of the last frontier. But for even the most experienced outdoorsmen, the unforgiving terrain and unpredictable climate can prove a daunting challenge.
Hello? Trooper Phillips again. How you guys doing right now?
Tired.
Just tired?
Trooper Lee Phillips is responding to a possible search and rescue. A spring excursion turned critical when a group of 4 snow machiners strand themselves in the melting snow.
All right, and you're like stuck, is that right?
We're down on the side of a hill, and it's all a bunch of cliffs and trees, so there's no way to get them down or back up out of here.
And there's 4 of you out there, is that correct?
There's 4 of us, 3 of us together. The other one, we can hear a snow machine running. We can't see without visualizing.
That's obviously not good.
I think he's stuck too.
Tell me there's 4 of you out there, is that correct?
There's 4 of us, 3 of us together. The other one, we can hear a snow machine running. We can't see without visualizing.
Trooper Phillips is in a race against time to locate 4 snow machiners stranded in the frigid Alaskan wilderness.
Our enemy is daylight. In case darkness does fall, you're not prepared to spend the night there, is that correct?
We got a little bit of food and water, but I'm not sure what temperature's supposed to be tonight, so I wouldn't try to stay there now.
That's obviously not good. All right, I'm going to start making some phone calls on how we're going to get you out of there. What's your battery like on your cell phone?
We've been on the phone for a while. It's going down.
Well, hang tight where you're at. I'll be calling you right back and just try to conserve your battery, okay? So they're not prepared for the weather. It looks like sunset is at 6:10 up here. Best thing I'm going to be able to do right now is get on the phone and start getting some resources out to them.
The group is precariously grounded on a steep, icy wall of the valley, 10 miles away from the trailhead. The area is prone to dangerous avalanches, and deep gulches make it difficult to traverse on foot. So Trooper Phillips calls in backup from above. They only have a few hours of daylight left, so the search chopper must move quickly to get eyes on the stranded riders.
North of Sheep Creek, but south of the next major river.
Back at post, Trooper Phillips works on nailing down the group's exact location.
I'm saying they're right down in here looking over the Sheep River and Sheep Creek.
Down here, this is probably where their buddy is, next to this river. They didn't sound too confident.
But without exact coordinates, the pilot must rely on the naked eye.
So, our helicopter pilot moves in daylight.
Okay.
We need to try to get all of them together. You'll have a better chance of trying to rescue them all before he starts running into his flight restrictions.
I'll call them right now and have them start working their way up to an area where you can pick them up.
Hello?
But before the chopper can get there, the group relays troubling news about their missing friend.
We've tried to yell at him. We've been yelling, but he's not responding.
You still hear his snowmobile?
No, we can't get his contact with him.
Okay, we do have our helicopter coming out. Once he picks you guys up, he'll need you to direct him to where your is. Okay?
We can do that.
About how far away would you say is? Quarter mile? A mile? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? This isn't ideal.
It's a waiting game now.
I'm gonna head that way and I'll have my phone with me.
Phillips heads to the airport, hoping the rescue chopper brings back the stranded group and missing rider.
10-8-10-19 to talk to you in the airport, D10-5 with RCC. We know where 3 of them are, and that's where RCC is going right now, but the 4th one is separated.
Troopers are racing the clock. As the temperatures plunge, the helpless riders risk hypothermia or death.
It's going to get really, really cold out there where they're at tonight. Going to have some wind chills to deal with, and frostbite is obviously going to be a concern. So we got to get them out tonight.
And Trooper Phillips knows that every recovery job is a risk.
A year ago, the same exact situation, the same post, the same location, we lost a pilot, a trooper, and a citizen for something that you think is just routine, and it's not.
But before he arrives at the airport,
48, 5 minutes. Got out, okay.
Yeah, we're on 1019 there.
dispatch sends word. The choppers rescued 3 of the 4 riders, but still no sign of the last missing snow machiner.
They should be airborne right now, and hopefully those victims will be able to direct the pilot to the fort. They had a general idea of where their 4th party member was, trying to get someone there to pull them out before it gets too dark. So if that doesn't work, then we're going to have to go to plan B, which to be determined.
More than an hour after sunset, the man's chances of survival continue to drop.
This is them.
Phillips arrives just in time to meet the rescue chopper.
How you doing?
The 3 snow machiners make it in safely and uninjured.
Hey, I was talking to you on the phone. I'm super cold.
And bring good news.
Thank you.
The missing rider made it out.
He was able to get his snowmobile unstuck and was able to get back to the truck. That was going to be the hardest part of this mission, was to locate him. Welcome home.
The rescue ends without incident.
Would have been a long night out there, that's for sure. Yeah, it was cold. Take care.
Without help from the Rescue Coordination Center and their chopper, Trooper Phillips knows these snow machiners might not have been so lucky.
If that had not been available, they would have spent the night in the cold, and they have to prepare for that. I'm glad that all these resources were available, and we can provide some service for these citizens. This resolved 100% the way that we would want it to. RCC is back on their way to their base, and they don't have to spend the night out in the cold.